What's up? What's going on, everybody? I hope all is well on your side of the screen. If you're just tuning in for the first time, definitely make sure that you go ahead, you know what to do, press the subscribe button, boo, join the family, okay? Also, make sure you turn on your post notifications so you don't miss any of our amazing videos, all right? We are doing love after lock up. All right. And we're gonna just kind of run through it and talk a little bit about the different couples that they had. I did kind of miss seeing Martell and Kayla today, but they didn't make it to this episode, but it's all good. Let's talk about Rick and Raydean first. So with them, her father did ask Raydean if she really kind of like knows what she's doing with everything, and he did remind her that with this situation, people are bound to get hurt because you're trying to have a whole trouble, you know what I'm saying? Like, Tria, you is supposed to be in a couple and stuff like that, and how is it supposed to work? You know, like, someone's not gonna get the attention that they want or desire. So I mean, I feel like one of them is in jail, so obviously Rick is going to get more of, or he should be getting more of the love and more of the attention. But even with like how she had the girl Kay go to like dinner, family dinner, and have her post up there, it's like she's still making sure she makes her be involved. So you would think that he would get better treatment because he's out. I guess the only difference is he's getting the physical and she's not, you know? And I'm assuming at some point she'll be able to start visiting her and stuff like that. So she did mention to us a little bit about her background. She said that her mother her mother and father was never really together. Her father was on drugs, and her mother, she had her own issues, but because of her father's addiction, she was always with her mother and her friends. So, and that was more, it seemed like that was a party lifestyle as well. Therefore, she got onto drugs too. And she said even now, like, she does think about drugs every single day, but she's trying to keep herself on the right path and do the right things and stay out of jail this time around. So hopefully she'll be able to do the right thing. But I know, like, even the situation that she just got herself into, I do feel like it could be one of those that can cause her to kind of fall off the wagon, because it's going to be so stressful to kind of, where do I want to go? Who do I want to really be with? You know, towards the end, Rick did kind of confront her. At first, he was trying to kind of, you know, brush it off or not really stress the situation because they didn't really have much time together. But he does go ahead and mention it, and he's like, is the reason why you need or feel the need to have Kay because she was like, you know, she's not going anywhere. So he's like, is that because that's like your safety net? She says no. She says she's not going anywhere, but then she also stated that she's comfortable with her and she knows what she's getting with her, as opposed to with him, it's something brand new, it's fresh. She doesn't really know him like that. It's outside of texting and seeing each other via, you know, communications like this. So at least with her, she knows what she likes. And so it is somewhat of a safety net. It sounds like it's someone that you're comfortable with, therefore you don't want to let it go. Like, you can just make it a friendship or a casual type of thing. I mean, he's even willing to allow you to have your threesomes on and stuff like that. But to have someone in a whole entire relationship with you guys, that's a lot. And the fact that she was dishonest about it, she knew that it was wrong, or she knew that he would feel some type of way. She waited until it's like, okay, you're gonna have to deal with it, you know? She allowed him to fall in love with her and all these things and said nothing about it. So I definitely feel like she's somebody that he gotta be careful with. Like, does she have ulterior motives? Like, what's up with that? You know, if she could lie to him about something like this, it definitely means that she could lie to him about a lot of other things as well, in my opinion. So now you have Lacey and Antoine. So they're officially, well, he's out now, they're together, and she didn't really want him to like see his mother or anything like that, because she feels like his mother's like a bad influence, which, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, she probably is, because she drinks a lot, she has to get herself together. But at the end of the day, that's his mother. So, you know, of course he's gonna have love for her if she wasn't like a horrible person, and if they had a good bond, a good type of connection, he's gonna want to see his mom. He's probably a mama's boy, you know. She did mention that. So you can't try to, if they have such a close connection and you're here trying to break them apart, that's the best way to go ahead and lose him, because you're gonna ultimately try to give him an ultimatum as either me or parting with your mom. Like, nah, you can't do that, especially when he hasn't really seen his mom. Like, she tried to say all the things that his mother didn't do. Like, did she put money on your books? Did she come see you when you was in jail? Yeah, she didn't do all of those things, but maybe she wasn't capable of doing all these things, you know? Not everybody is capable of seeing their child in prison. They might love them, but, you know, they might not be okay with going to some place like that, or whatever the reason is, you know what I mean? So he's like, okay, you're saying all that to say what? Like, don't bring that up. That it doesn't matter. She's my mom, you know? And I'm pretty sure if she continues down the same path of trying to throw his mom under the bus and showing him the negatives, that's not going to fare well with him, you know? So I guess we'll see how this kind of relationship works out, but I kind of feel like it's destined to fail. I could be completely wrong, but I don't know. His mother did have COVID when he wanted to go see her, so it worked out in Lacey's favor, where she didn't have to worry about, I guess, the mother being competition for her or whatever. But I don't know. I think they just need to get in a better place, because at the end of the day, they were close friends. I think even best friends, you know, and stuff like that, or co-workers. So what changed? You know, is the mom jealous of her? Are they just jealous of each other because of the relationship with him? Because I'm pretty sure you guys can share him, you know? The mom just probably, like I said, needs to get on a better path and, you know, perhaps hopefully get rehab or slow down on the drinking or whatever. And I feel like they can all get better. So Chance and Taylor, they were, we didn't see them either. I just realized that. So that's another couple that we didn't see. We have Tiffany and Kevin. So that's another company. So now, with them two, she ends up crawling back to Kevin after she done got this man into an altercation on her first day, you know, got the other man knocked out. Then she leave him to the wayside, you know, like, I gotta take care of myself. And yo, could it be me? And he still seemed like he have hope. Like, bro, no. Let go and let God, because I don't know what you doing. Like, she is toxic and she gonna get you in trouble. She's manipulative, and I feel like she's toxic, and she needs to get her mind right and get herself together. But yeah, I feel like she definitely needs to, like, focus on her right now, like she said she was trying to do, even though she wasn't really doing that. But yeah, they've been together, him and Kevin and her, you know, in this relationship for about 4 years. So he ends up taking her back, but he is kind of leery of her in the whole situation. So we'll see how that goes as well. But he also doesn't want to give up on Kayla, which, I mean, I kind of understand, because at the end of the day, like, at first I'm like, yo, bro, you need to leave her alone. She crazy, da-da-da-da-da. Like, you know, even I think it was his son that told him that. And, you know, I was kind of on that side, and I'm kind of still on that side, because there was something the son said that made sense, which is that Kayla's a hothead, and this can jeopardize this girl's, Tiffany's freedom, because obviously she's been in jail, so I'm assuming she might be a fighter, but she seems so, like, laid back. But that could just be an act, or that could just be her, like, calm mode, you know, until she gets to crazy mode, you know, or gets threatened or something like that. Then you switch up real quick. Could be. She could be bipolar. You know, there's a lot of things that she could be that we don't know. So anyways, I say that to say, you know, I kind of felt like, yeah, that's right. But now I'm just kind of like, I don't know, because at the end of the day, like, this girl isn't, like, the best human being, and she pretty much played him out, kissed the dude right there, act like he was invisible. So at the end of the day, she deserves what she gets. Like, but I do feel like people should always be honest in relationships, but if he was to play her or keep Kayla on the side, like I don't really feel bad for her at this point, because now that I see how she really is, like she don't even know what she want herself. So it's like, why I'm gonna throw away something that's my comfort level, you know, that I know, you know, just dash them away and pretty much lock it and throw away the key, talking about I'm with somebody, if you don't even know what you really want, if you really want to be with me or not. Like, that don't make no sense. So we have Chaz and Branwen. So I mean, this couple is like, they all out. They ready, honey. I mean, she is getting married to him. She just came out. The crazy thing about it was that her ex was there, the one who helped her to get into prison in the first place. He was supposed to be initially helping her to get like therapy and get better. And he literally left her with the bag when the place got raided. So she ended up going to jail for 2 years. So I mean, this guy seems to be in love with love. He's been married 4 times. She's going to be the 5th one. He bought her a $4,000 ring, 2.5 carats, and they're going to get married, I believe, the same day that she just literally got out. So yeah, they're like, for real. And she made him a cute little box, which I thought was a nice gesture. It says their names, and it also has like rings engraved in it. And she like built it. So it's like when somebody builds something, like my husband has built me so many things. Like when somebody builds something for you, I think like it really, like I'll take anything. I'm not a picky person, but when somebody really puts their heart and soul and actually builds it with their own 2 hands, like I just feel like that is just so much more. It's like wow, like this came from you, you know? It's not like something that you can find literally anywhere else, because they made it themselves, you know? And it was nice. I feel like that was nice of her to do. I don't know if she's really fully attracted to him, which could possibly cause a problem, because when I guess they asked her about his height, because there is a height difference. She's taller than him. She kind of said like she's attracted to his sense of humor and his swag. But it's like, what about him physically? Like, I feel like those things are great. And there are some people that are just attracted to someone's mind. They're attracted to someone's personality. For me, I want the looks, but you could be a good looking person and you could have a nasty attitude. So I have to have both. But for me, personality is definitely a big one. Because you can be the most handsome guy in the world, but if you have a nasty personality, then I can't rock with you. You know what I mean? Like, you could just go along about your business, because that's not, I don't want it. Okay? You have no, I don't want it, sir. I don't. And that's just me. Like, I'm not gonna focus on looks, because I've learned from past experiences that it don't mean everything. Like, somebody could be amazing, like, I mean, not amazing, attractive as AF, you know what I mean? Like, just chocolate or whatever, or vanilla or whatever, you know, just look real good. Ooh, you know, I'm ready to tear you up because you look so good. But like, they're cocky, or they're just about themselves, or they're quickly angered, and it's just like, whoa, that's what you bagging over there? Like, you could give that to somebody else, bro. I'm good. So that's that. So yeah, they about to get married. Oh yeah, the best friend was there as well, and the best friend's daughter. And like I said, this Aaron guy. Hopefully he's not going to be a problem, but he could possibly be a problem, especially now that she's out. He sees, you know, he sees who she's about to be with. You know, sometimes that could be a challenge for somebody. Like, you know what? Like, oh, you married now? Yeah, but do you really love him? Does he make you feel the way I make you feel? You know, this dude even claims he put money on her book. So she was getting money from both of them at the same time. So that right there is a little questionable. Like, did she even mention it? Because Chaz didn't seem like he knew anything about it. So that right there is a little bit of a flag. But, you know, he's just going to push it to the side and get married to this chick. It is what it is. So now let's talk about Harry and Indy. You know, they always the ones that I leave for last, because they tend to have the craziest situation going down. So they was doing like some fun stuff, like some couples activities, doing the little tightrope walking, climbing, you know, stuff like that. Like, I don't think I would do it because I have a fear of heights, but it looked like it was fun. I ain't trying to fall no way. Like, I can just imagine my legs like just shaking. It'll be like this. I'll pass. But, you know, like I said, they look like they was having a good time, you know. And as soon as they was ready to leave, there goes all the good joy that they just had. She saw that he got a text from another female, and she didn't even really see the text. All she saw was the little hearts and stuff, and she asked him about it, and then he's like, oh, well, don't worry about it. Like, just don't think about it. Don't let it bother you, or something along those lines. Like, pretty much like brushing it off like it's nothing. Like, it's not something you need to be concerned about. Like, are you stupid? I could imagine, like, I'll be trying to wrestle you for that phone. Don't play with me. Like, who you think you are? Are you dumb? Like, nah. You know, it's like she already knew he cheated before. And it's like seeing that, it's like now it's just kind of making her feel like, damn, what's going on here? You know, like, I thought we was on a better path. So the message said this. It was like, mi amor, are you coming over tonight? And then he was like, I'm trying. And then she was like, I need some of that. And she put the little eggplant. We know what that means. And then she said that she misses him and she pretty much wanted to see him tonight. So when asked who is Terry, because that was the name that was there, Terry with the hearts and stuff, he was like, he didn't want to answer that. So yeah, once Indy seen all of this, she was over it. He wasn't really responding the way she would want him to respond, so she left. Her mother did call her just to kind of talk to her, and her mother could sense that something was going on because she didn't really want to talk, and she's just like, she would talk to her later. She hung up the phone. And the main thing for Indy right now is that she's like, what did I do? You know, this is the moment where you're kind of like, should I regret moving here? Like, maybe my mom was right, but you don't ever want to tell somebody that was pressuring you and telling you, especially your parents, like, you know, I'm coming back home, or you were right about your suspicions or whatever, because then it makes you look kind of crazy, you know. It makes you look like you didn't plan things out. You didn't really know the person that you thought you knew. And that's exactly what it is. Like, and that's another thing too she mentioned, was like she got her daughter invested into this and attached to him, and now she doesn't even know what she's doing. You know, she doesn't really know anybody out there. Like, bro, that was your fault. You dead moved to... Like, this is why people need good people in their lives. But I feel like she had them because she had her family, but I don't know if she had any friends. But I'm the type of friend, I'm going to tell you, like, do you really think this is a good idea? But then at the end of the day, you got to... One thing I've learned is, like, I can say what I want, but people are going to do what they want to do regardless. So you kind of always have to remember that, you know, like, regardless to what you tell somebody, you know, you could tell them everything. You can give them the best bomb advice, and if they don't want to listen to you, they're not, you know. So that's just, it is what it is, and that's just kind of what she did, and now she's paying the price, you know. And I'm assuming she has another child that she probably left somewhere, the one that's not being shown on camera, because as he did mention, she has 2 kids. We don't know how old the other kid is. Either the other kid is older and doesn't need to be taken care of, but she don't seem that old herself. I don't remember how old they said she was. Or they're staying with her family. Or maybe they're there and they're just not ever shown on camera. I don't know which one it is, but it's one of those. So yeah. The other thing too is that with this chick, she is from his halfway house. So this is the same chick that he mentioned before that he cheated with. So she actually works at the halfway house. I was wondering how that worked, because I know he mentioned halfway house, but I'm like, I thought they keep the same sexes together. So she was a worker who lost her job to be with this dude. Like, she seemed like she bugged out too. Like, why would you lose your job to be with somebody that's in jail? Like, do you not see how he acts? Like, I wonder if he acts nicer to her because she got a lot going for her. I don't know, but like, they both weird. Like, you lost a good job with benefits for this dude. Now, but she's, one thing about her, maybe because she's worked in this field, is that she's trying to help him to get a plan. She's not trying to pressure him for babies. She's not trying to pressure him to get married. So he has a different type of relationship with her where she's trying to uplift him and help him to move forward. With Indy, it's more like she's trying to get him to be the family man, you know, and just settle down when he literally just got out and he's trying to like figure himself out. But this other chick is trying to help him to figure himself out. But he loves and appreciates Indy, which is no doubt. But he also cares a lot about this chick. And this chick is getting to the point where she's like, you know, like, I'm not the type to want to share anybody. So he's going to have to figure it out. Otherwise, we going to have to, like, split up. But it seemed like she was okay with the whole situation for a while. I guess just at this point, she's getting to the point where it's like, why is she still here? You know, especially if she knows what's going on. You know, like, you need to tell her to go back home. And I'm like, damn, she a savage. I wonder if Indy, how Indy would be if they were to meet. If like Indy would be confrontational, or if she would be okay with it. I mean, she does kind of seem like she can get confrontational if needed. So I don't know. But yeah, he definitely needs to like figure out what his next moves is gonna be, because at the end of the day, he's just gonna continue to hurt somebody who he says that he loves and cares about, which is Indy. It's messed up. But yeah, that's pretty much the episode, y'all. Let me know what y'all think about it, and I will see y'all on the next one.